e-commerce is obviously on the rise, and it started to be double digits as far as the sales in the country in the most recent years. But when you see Amazon, Jeff Bezos, buying $100 million warehouses, that's a really, really huge indicator to you that there's a lackage, there's a shortage. That combined with my market knowledge, because I've done the research, there's only like 1 million industrial buildings in America out of 150 million properties. It's nothing. It's a fraction of a percent. And there's hundreds of thousands of businesses out there, if not millions, especially small business owners. And these people are people selling on Shopify and Amazon stores and eBay and all these other types of marketplace-oriented websites. People are making a living from their homes or I see people doing renting out public storages and running their small businesses out of there, right? Selling shoes and selling watches and selling all sorts of shit. These are the minorities, the small people, like mom and pop shops. Some of these people used to be salespeople for manufacturing companies. Some of these people used to be brick and mortar stores that just couldn't compete because the Amazons of the world, like Wayfair, another great company, Alibaba, AliExpress, all these companies, they're just taking people out of the equation. And anybody that's done import in their life, it's a very complicated process. Anybody I have experience in import, I have experience in manufacturing. It's a mindfuck to get a product out, like seriously mindfuck. And the beauty today is you can literally be a nobody with very little capital, pull up a website, open up a store. All you really need to be good at is marketing. If you're able to market that store, that's where you're going to see the money come in. But you don't have to go deal with the logistics, the customer service, the manufacturing, legal. So much goes involved in it. But I see the future of retail dying, right? The only thing that's gonna be left is like food, entertainment, special purpose kind of sites. And I see industrial warehousing on the rise. And specifically, I see micro industrial space being very, very successful. One of the ideas I actually want to introduce, but several companies now beat me to it. A few years ago, I thought of it was merging the idea of a WeWork. You know what a WeWork is? The creative office, and mixed with a public storage. They have a baby, and now you have a space which like 300 to 400 square feet micro space where an e-commerce guy, instead of working from his house and using a second bedroom to store all the shoes, he can go to an actual office, pay month to month as a member, kind of like WeWorks, and he can pick the storage space and have an actual cubicle or office space. And I think that's a huge, great business opportunity for anybody wanting to create a new space within the idea of short-term rentals or micro spaces. I definitely want to get into that business. I'm just overwhelmed right now with what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'd be hard hat and on the grounds building this stuff. And I see the future going there because people are going to need to find new ways to make money for themselves and their families, and the traditional ways they're not going to apply anymore. You and I, you're in your 30s, right? You and I already are wearing multiple hats. We're not just doing one career path anymore. Our folks, maybe they did one, maybe two different careers in their life. Our grandparents, they just did one thing. Our children, the kids being born today, the generation, I don't know what the fuck it's called anymore, these kids are going to wear like 10 different hats. They're going to have multiple streams of skill set to be able to thrive because that's what the environment's going to require. And in the real estate game, it's all going to be about micro cubicle stuff. So I see industrial real estate being a huge contender, and there's going to be a great surge. Maybe if not in the short years, I think it's going to happen exponentially. You see a company like Amazon exponentially grow, that's an indicator. They don't have they have small retail footprint. The real business is the logistics facilities. And I see that being a huge player, and I encourage people, even though it's my business, I encourage people to buy that type of property because the value is just going to be more and more valuable over the course of the years to come.